What's up, real man? Real man, I recently stumbled on a random conspiracy thing today, and it had me going pretty good. I think a person of your stature may have already talked about it on your podcast or can appreciate it. No. So, in grade school, did you ever have a test where they put headphones on your head and they gave you like flashcards with shapes on them? And it was like framed as like a listening and eye exam? Yep. Apparently, that was a government program to search for higher gifted children, which was like confirmed from like CIA documents that were like released. That's how they like screened for people, I guess. It was. I gotta look up what it was called again. Hold up. Because I was watching videos on it today. I was like, no way. The GATE program. It's like an actual thing, dude. They framed it as that, but like they were screening to see if you had like higher abilities. Dude, I remember taking those tests when I was younger. Like they came to the school and they had like the flashcards with the shapes. I'm surprised you haven't heard of that one, real man, because I feel like you're like me, where you just find yourself in interesting parts of the internet, reading about things. First break is full and good to go. Thank you guys for filling that up. You keep your spidey sentences for better opportunities. I thought that one was interesting because it's like confirmed like an actual thing. And like if you were selected, you went to another level of that. I remember them giving people grades on like weird colored index cards. I get like flashes of it. It was like beige colored almost, a little bit like more yellow than white. I hear you. Depends on what type of mood you're in. That one just like it caught me by surprise because like I remember it. All right, first break, full, good to go. I'm gonna need to go to Costco again. I am out of water. The life source. The Pellegrino. All right, let's do it. My like persistent muscle spasms in my triceps, I think, have almost completely ceased, so that's a good thing. Time to re-screw it up this week with more workouts. So last week we saw some good heat. This week I think we're going to see even more good heat. Because we didn't have the new break until Friday. So we had like one stream of this configuration. The Riolu. It's been a minute since I've seen the Amazing Rares. Another opportunity that they could have did. A little color variation here and there. Well, they were like rotate. They always rotate that slot for rarities. Now it's more Illustrator rares, but before it was. There was a bunch of different things. I can't even remember the names of them because it's been so long. There were different ones in like, what was it, Celestial and everything? Electric is Matt, Grass is Frank. But it was only 2 sets. I feel an extra. I don't know if they had rarity. Whenever they had a new rarity, like there were prisms too. I don't think they were for more than a couple sets, were they? I don't think they were. That's what I'm saying. Like, I agree with you. Like, it would have been cool for maybe an extra couple sets, but I think those rarities never made it beyond a couple sets. Unless I'm wrong. But I feel like they were all pretty similar. They just kind of rotated that around. Oh, look, the Arbok that's on the box art of Destined Rivals, but it's in temporal. Interesting. Dark. Jose. What's going on this Monday? Is everyone asleep? Because I'm feeling it too. I had a random spontaneous hailstorm. Like, I feel like at like 1 or 2 o'clock. And if you look at it on the radar, it literally just it appears out of nowhere. It's not like it was coming from the west or anything. It just spawned like on top of my house. It was so weird. By the way, grass. Tyler, you had water. Just hope the sky doesn't get green above your house. Oh, I know. Apparently this upcoming month is going to be nuts for storms. But I feel like they can't accurately predict weather beyond the day. So I don't know how they can predict a month. Fire. That is Bob. Venusaur's grass. Dude, grass popping off as usual. Speaking of green above your house, it's green in my house right now with all these grass heads. People are extra dead this beautiful Monday evening. Fighting. Wooloo's colorless. First one in your area, probably ever. What was the intensity on it, on the EF scale? I mean, obviously, any level is concerning, but bigger ones, the number determines if your house is still there afterwards. That is a very large card for electric. Matt. Jeez.
Good night.
Hold on one second, guys. Just a small F1. You live close to the mountains for a large one to have time to form. That's where like all the storms kind of start though, yeah? There's like a lot of instability right beyond the mountains. I remember like watching a video about that. Well, it like the storms need time to develop, I guess. Yeah. We've gotten lucky a couple times in my area. Like, it's just like it either breaks up or misses us entirely, which I'm fine with. I just want like a nice. I want to see a tornado where nobody gets hurt, nothing gets damaged from a safe distance. More dark. What you doing, Tetsnick? Cash for Clunkers goes hard out there. The hail that came today. Did you get hit by that hail today, Tetsnick? It like happened out of nowhere. Around like 2 o'clock, just violent hail and wind. Janesville? Gotcha. But, like, there wasn't, like, any forewarning. It, like, if you look at it on the radar, it, like, just spawned, like, out of nowhere, like, right over the town. It was crazy. There was, like, no clouds, and then it just all popped up. There's a lot of hits in this first break, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Prismatic. It's time. Every break is literally just amplifying that we need to see a God Pack. It's going to happen now when people are just half asleep on this Monday. It was a Geo-Engineer storm. I don't know about that. I feel like they could have did a better job if that was their goal. Psychic. That code is in the wrong spot. And apparently the energy card was too. Oh, the cloud seeding? I mean, that's a real thing. That's Sylveon with a full art trainer. Vincent. Bob, Psychic kind of going off for you in these last few packs. I don't know if I've pulled a Sylveon yet. Not a bad first one. Some big hits. I've been putting people in the backpack in Rocket League, real man. I've just been forcing myself through the bad teammates to just sit back on defense, even though it drives me nuts. And I'm almost back into diamond. It's crazy that I'm the one who always has to play defense, and I always end up with the most goals. Well, and that's why I put them in breaks for all of you beautiful people. $19 goals. Okay, it looks like break 2 is good to go. I like it. Tessnick knows there's going to be something crazy in this break. I think I can feel it too, dude. I'm going to preemptively add a break number 4 really quick. All right, break number 4 is added. Break number 2 is good to go. You could say that the defense was on fire that game. If there's 19 goals in a game, there is no defense. But like I got on a bunch of different weird like matchmaking cooldowns yesterday because I'm not gonna. I started it off in a Rocket League like 2's tournament. My teammate was horrible. He like scored like own goals pretty much. He didn't want to FF, but then he AFK'd. So I just left. I'm not gonna sit there and be held hostage by this dude. And I've left so many Counter-Strike games because of just people picking a bad map that I look like a rock star every time I queue up now because my rating is so low. All right, number 2. Let's go. Good luck, everybody. You think there were about like 8 own goals? It just seems like a circus of a game. Explorer's Guidance, Trainer. So Jose is Psychic and Grass. Anything that's not Psychic and Grass is Stetsnick. I'm still using the Porsche body, the 911 body in Rocket League. I want like a certain goal song, but it never suggests them to me in my like rotating shop, and it's really annoying. Gold Fighting. I don't remember the last time I saw that card. Very nice, Stetsnick. Jeez. It's been a very long time since I've seen it. Oh, okay. Back to back. Another trainer. Stetsnick knew. He knew this break was going to be good. Not like all of them, haven't been good, because they have. But he knew this one specifically. I had the feeling too, honestly. Look at that, dude. I forgot what the trainer record was in a one boxer. I think it was like 12. Steel. That gold iron boulder is a disgusting card. What's up, Marzi Barzi? How goes it? You're having a good day. That's very good. That's what I love to hear. This is what I like to hear. Colorless. I'm having a pretty basic Monday, which I am okay with. No fires to put out, just normal, boring. If I could have like half of the week just be boring, it's a good week. I can't believe I threw a Pokeball at that. I'm immediately vendoring that. Vacation for 12, that's good. Your oldest chose to come home early instead of being at her dad's. Well, that's good. I hope I don't catch that. I gotta delete it immediately. This is gonna be your first shiny? Probably, honestly. Just to spite me. She can't stand his girlfriend? Well, that's not good. Yeah, especially getting with that drama and involving children, that's a complicated situation. But I'm happy that, things are in a good situation for you. Damn it, I gotta sell it. Hold on. No shuckles in my inventory. I think I had to pay to sell it, honestly. The game knows how bad that Pokemon is. That's good. Today, after making breaks and all that, Haley had gotten a Ninja Creme, the ice cream maker thing, a while ago, so I made an effort to make some like protein ice cream because we're back hardcore on the diet and working out and everything. So at least I gotta have a healthy dessert. So I made a chocolate protein ice cream and a vanilla one. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen that gold in a very long time. Tetson, this is the gold break. The gold standard. You might be hitting a record here for most golds in a break. That's out of Vivid. They're good. The vanilla flavor that we have been doing tastes like a Frosty. The Jirachi. But like if it could taste like that and be good for you, relatively speaking, that's a win-win. I did the card trick very incorrectly there. I don't know what the hell was going on. My only gripe with that as an appliance, to even call it an appliance, is interesting. It's like just slightly above like an air fryer, to be honest. But it sucks because you have to wait like you have to like make it the night before and let it freeze, and then you can have ice cream like the next day. Because then you have to whip it up, add a little milk. I've added toppings too. It's cool, but like, I definitely haven't fully utilized it, and it's kind of just like, it's just a pain. You got to make sure that, you have stuff made. I guess you could do it with meal prep, and we've been doing that. And I've been having muscle spasms in my tricep, and they finally have gone away, which I'm very happy about. But I'm just going to re-aggravate it this week, which is fine. But, like, it was the longest I think I've had it. Maybe I'll switch up the rotation and do triceps at the end of the week. Give it a couple more days of rest time. Loaf in bed. Hey, that's okay. Trainer. What's up, Dizzle? How goes it, my friend? This break is nuts, dude. That's like you really are exposing yourself as a little bit of a clairvoyant. Oh, someone's up. Fighting? Well, there's two. There you go. And another trainer. Crazy break, dude. What was that, 3 golds for you, that break? Or was it 2? I thought it was 3. No, it was 3. All right, let me update the list for number 3 if it's full. Crazy, dude. Gotta line up all these golds and put them together. This one is one I have not seen for a while. Oh, that's a good first break for the week. And everything else. Gorgeous. How we looking for number 3? We fill it up yet? I know it was really close. And with the hits, how good these hits have been, you definitely should ride the wave. So me and Real Man were talking about this at the beginning of the stream. Went down a rabbit hole today that just popped up because that's just how conspiracy theories pop up. But like fun internet ones. But this one was interesting because it was in regards to like, do you remember, and it's not going to be everybody, but certain, if not, some, they had a test in grade school where they put like these weird headphones on you and like they had flashcards with shapes. and they framed it as like a vision and hearing like test. If you remember it, if you don't remember it, you probably didn't have it. If you do, I know I did. You know what I'm talking about, but you don't remember if you actually did it. I didn't remember it until I saw it, and like this video was talking about it, and I was like, wait, what? So that was like back in the day, there was a program, and I think it might still be around, but not as prominent as it was. They were screening for like higher abilities. And that's like confirmed document. Which is crazy. All right, number 3 is almost full. Let's try to get that filled up. It's over halfway, so definitely gonna wait for it. That's the wrong one. It gave me a different answer before. There you go. Gifted and talented education. So like they were screening people for like psychic abilities back in the day. It was the 90s and 80s. So it makes sense. Especially if they heard other countries were doing it, they had to. Let me pull up a picture. Like these big, weird looking headphones. I remember distinctly them having like weird colored index cards, and like each individual student had like their own grade from it. And then they had like flashcards with like shapes. So weird. Like it wasn't like all like a forever thing. It was like when I was like in preschool and kindergarten. And I think they stopped doing it in like first grade. Did you ever have that Tetsnick or no? Well, you can't smell anything, so they probably just checked you off. They're like, "Hey, get him out of here." This guy can't smell. Yeah, he doesn't have heightened ability. His other senses didn't get stronger. Three spots left. They put you in a different special class. They try to teach you to smell and they couldn't. For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, Tetsnick actually like can't smell. I don't know what medical condition that is, but like he literally can't smell. His sense of smell is not a thing. And anosmia. Thank you for the raid, Mr. Blood Moon Booch. Not much, dude. What were you playing? We were talking about the gate program while I was waiting for these last couple spots to fill. No one seems to want to entertain my thoughts on this, even though it, like I feel like it hit me like a freight train when I was reading about it and watching it. Hearthstone and opening cards that you got from you, beautiful. And we're full. All right, number 3 is good to go. 4 is up there on the website. If we fill it, I'll open it. Got plenty of time. Sorry, you be multitask. Well, you can't really add to the subject if you don't remember having it or didn't have it altogether. So I get it. Maybe I was only being screened for psychic abilities. Thank you for the raid, dude. I appreciate you. Make sure you give our mod a follow. Wait a minute. Okay, good. I was looking at the number of Pokemon I had in my inventory, and it was almost like a really bad number. It was 668, so we're good. Can you do a shout out? Yes. For your channel, right? You should be able to use the command. If not, they can click on your name. I just did it. You're good. All right, let's get this heat. Mimic you, Psychic. Mark, there you go, my guy. Thank you for stopping by the gaming channel too, Marzi Barzi. Even though the beginning of the stream was a hot mess, but then I won like every game in a row. You just roll the dice with the random teammate. I much prefer to. I would have preferred to play Counter-Strike though. But the games tomorrow should be very good because I dodged so many games that my rating is like nothing. And last game I played, I was just destroying everybody because I'm not supposed to be at the rating I'm at. You do appreciate the shout? No problem, dude. What else you up to, Mr. Booch? Oh, I know. It's just everything like wasn't working at the beginning of stream. Just every game that I opened. I've been honing my abilities at Balatro lately. That's just been taking all my mobile gaming time up. I almost fully completed the Abandoned deck, which it's a deck without any face cards. Very unique like interesting challenge. I have to do one more rank of it and it'll be fully gold. I wonder if they, how often they add to that game, like new jokers and whatnot. If people haven't played it before, I highly recommend it. It's very addicting and actually really good. One of the achievements is to score 100 million points. I think it's 100 million. 100 million points in one hand. I got really close today. I was like, is it 100 million? Yeah, it has to be. I was missing like one extra card maybe. Because, like, you have to, like, hit a point where the multiplier just doesn't make sense anymore. I think you got to be sub to change the background. Sorry, that is not my doing. I'll do it for you, though, here. If I could find it. I'll just change it to this. Another good song. Everything came in, right? Down? I don't even remember what else you had. You had like graded cards, I think, right? This break is about to pop off in this last stack. I can feel it. Oh yeah, already. What do we got here? Gold trainer. I really like this trainer. Alexander. Very clean. Lapras, Lisa, the God Pack is going to pop any day now. We've done the time. I could probably go back. Prismatic has to be over 10,000 packs open at this point. It's been in every break since release. Yeah. A lot of hits, though, Dominic, huh? You popped off in every break you were in, so it doesn't really surprise me. Fighting. Frankie. Frankie's another one, dude. Frankie, whenever I see your name in a break, you're always getting hits. Which, I'm sure you know that, because I'm always seeing your name in breaks. It's a beautiful thing. Persian, colorless. Jose. Very nice. Was it a box or was it a padded flat rate? Back to back colorless. That's a very nice one, Jose. You must be watching from YouTube. All right, Prismatic, show us. Padded flat rate. Those can get pretty bulky though. So for sure. If you got a padded flat rate, that means you have over a pound of Pokemon cards. Because that's the cutoff for envelopes. Speed up Cyclone. Not a bad one. Prismatic is priming up for something large. Still a good break though. Not quantity, but quality. A little crazy. It's a great feeling though. Getting stuff in the mail, like Pokemon cards, it's unmatched. All right, let's see how we're looking for number 4. Give you guys a little bit, see if we're going to want to open that up tonight. Otherwise, solid start to this week. Oh, is my keyboard finally dying? What's up, Eon? Bro, my keyboard finally died? After how many years? Doing all right. Under 200 now. 190 Pokemon left. Seeing if this last break is going to fill up or if I'm rolling it over. Either way, I will open it if it fills. You'll be an old man in 2 hours? Well, happy early birthday, dude. That's awesome. You're gonna DM me? Yeah, you talk to me about that. It's totally allowed. Whenever you want. Just make sure you're on the website early. All right, I think this last one is going to roll over to Wednesday, which is fine. But other than that, guys, love every single one of you. Happy early birthday, Eon. Good start to this week. Gaming channel tomorrow, and then back here on Wednesday. Keep an eye on the website. You guys have an amazing rest of your evening. You're all beautiful.